Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Haifa Al-Khaifi, and I am extremely honored to be a part of this very prestigious event. I would like to thank Nick Jackson as well as Irene Tang and the time at CIMA for inviting me here today. Congratulations to each and every one of you who's being recognized today. This is such a well-deserved honor, and I know that you've all worked extremely hard to get your membership. And I know that you must have definitely sacrificed a lot along the way, but I can assure you that it will all be worth it because your journey actually starts now. The CIMA qualification will, inshallah, open up the doors of opportunity for you as they did for me. Employers really value our qualification as well as our letters. Our qualification epitomizes professionalism, and with it, we have made a commitment to act with honesty and integrity, to provide accurate information, to advise objectively, and also to act with fairness and impartiality. So with a background in marketing and counseling psychology, but a first job as a project accountant in the oil and gas sector, which I absolutely loved, by the way, I would like to share with you the reasons as to why I chose CIMA. In the early 2000s, when I decided to pursue a career in finance, I knew that in order to be successful and competitive, that I would really need to pursue a professional accounting qualification, not least to also understand more about accounting and finance. So the three key reasons why I specifically chose CIMA, firstly, is because of the diverse syllabus that CIMA offers that ensures that you have a seat at the table. Secondly, I firmly believe that CIMA prepares you for a variety of roles beyond accounting and finance. Accounting and finance is a given, but CIMA also prepares us for roles beyond that. And thirdly, I also believe that CIMA equips you with the ability to work under severe pressure. So I would like to expand a little bit about these three reasons. When I was doing my research about what qualification to pursue, I did research over the UK, the United States. I looked at qualifications in Australia. And in the early 2000s, at that time at least, a lot of those qualifications only focused on the accounting area. And honestly, I had horrific visions of clones within an organization holding hands and singing hymns about IFRSs, and that really did not work for me because I am a proponent of diversity and inclusion and a variety of knowledge base in order to complement one another in an organization. So therefore, the diverse syllabus that was being offered by CIMA is what really got my attention. Of course, as you're all very well aware, CIMA covers financial and management accounting. That is a given, but it goes beyond that and also taps into areas like economics, digitalization, performance management, which are very pertinent to our current situation. Now, my favorite by far were most definitely the strategy papers, the risk management, the financial strategy. My strategic management case was on supermarkets and logistics. And trust me, I remember the details of that case study as if it was yesterday. So studying for my exams was most definitely like a hobby. I savored every moment of studying my CIMA studies as well as enjoyed the knowledge acquisition, with the exception of maybe tax. More importantly, I felt that everything that I was studying was absolutely pertinent to all the roles that I was executing. And even back then when I was a student, I felt that I had already earned a seat at the table because of the value that I was able to add. And this was all due to my CIMA studies. So obviously, when I qualified and I got my membership, I felt that I could already hit the ground running. So one key lesson for you is to most definitely choose an area that you are absolutely passionate about, particularly in the area of jobs, because then when you go and do your job, it is simply like executing one of your most favorite hobbies. You jump out of bed every morning because you are passionate and you're ready about making a difference. The second reason why I opted for CIMA is because honestly, it does prepare you for roles beyond accounting and finance. The CIMA qualification gives you transferable skills, and you can essentially work in any area, in any role, whether it's in the private sector, the public sector, industry, and not limited to finance. We are equally competitive for CEO roles, ministerial roles, board roles. In fact, the sky's the limit, and I can honestly attest to this. In addition to having worked in countries such as, of course, Oman, the UAE, Saudi Arabia, I've worked in Netherlands, in the UK, in roles that range from accounting to commercial to supply chain to planning and economics, and then as a CFO. In fact, I was the first youngest CFO to have been appointed within the Shell Group at 37 years of age, and I was extremely proud of that. So also, as the world continues to evolve and has become more and more cognizant of, for example, the environment, for instance, the 2-degree target, I have certainly spearheaded projects in the renewables arena, including solar as well as wind. And I'm also actively involved in the energy transition, utilizing toolkits such as carbon credit trading, as well as green bonds as appropriate. I've also worked as a board director for Oman Society for Petroleum Services, but I've also worked in boards in academia. And this year, alhamdulillah, I was actually appointed as the chairperson of a board of a bank, which basically has 32 trillion US dollars of assets under custody, as well as $3 trillion of assets under management in their Saudi division. On the country level in Oman, I sit on the debt management committee, and I also actively assist the government with fiscal optimization options, among other things. So the moral of this second choice of why I opted for CIMA is because CIMA certainly trains us to add value even beyond finance and accounting. And my third and last reason as to why I chose CIMA is because CIMA equips you with the ability to work under significant pressure. Now, I don't know where you were when you sat your exams, but I sat my exams when I was living in London, and even getting to the CIMA hall to do the exam was a kind of intense pressure. I mean, between acute planning and endless prayers to make sure that the tube drivers didn't go on strike on that day, among other challenges that we had with the tube at that time. So basically, CIMA in particular really trains you to perform under significant pressure, assimilating and understanding large quantities of data, sometimes incomplete data, and training us to make decisions based on calculated risks. This skill helps me to this day, and I am forever grateful to CIMA for instilling this skill in my DNA. And I have a few examples of where this skill came in handy. So my experience with the Arab Spring, and this was when I was first appointed as CFO. As I said, I was only 37 years of age. There were a number of strikes and demonstrations in our industry, strikes that could have compromised exports and therefore directly impacting the economy of Oman. The other experiences that I've had is around the oil price crashes of 1997, 2014, 2020. So in case you're wondering why I have all these gray hairs in my hair, this is why. And of course, this year in 2020, obviously with the global COVID-19 pandemic, I've also had extensive experience with that. So in a nutshell, and in the interest of time, I'll limit it to these experiences, but obviously there are a lot more. But these experiences combined required agility in my response. It required quick and ethical decision-making, sometimes based on incomplete information. And all of this in order to ensure the safety and well-being of our staff, business continuity, and the integrity of our operations. And needless to say, all of this under intense pressure. So in conclusion, I wanted to leave you with 3 very humble nuggets of wisdom from my humble experience. First and foremost, as you've now become recognized members, you've got your letters, you've got your qualification, please do not forget the commitment that we have collectively made in utilizing our letters. My second plea is that it's a profound statement in my view. Please remember this: what got you there will not keep you there. What got you there will not keep you there. So please invest in your continuous professional development. CIMA has already trained you in accounting and finance and beyond. And it also has CPD online, which can keep you current. And it's very important that you continually invest in your development, because what got you there will not keep you there. And last but not least, as you move up the ranks, please try your best to be an authentic leader, touching the hearts and minds of your teams, and also actively promoting diversity and gender balance within your respective organizations. Once again, congratulations and all the best in your future.